Hello and welcome to to the next lecture in the series on the reactions of pH3 elements. Sorry, I recorded this earlier, but then I forgot to turn on the record button. I thought I did, but I didn't. Okay, anyways, so the reaction of pH3 elements with chlorine. So let's just go over those pretty quickly. They all react with chlorine to produce chlorides. Okay, reactions are very similar, or rather, the observations are pretty similar to the observations with oxygen. For example, sodium burns in an orange-yellow flame and heated in chlorine. The sodium chloride produces a white solid at room temperature. Magnesium gives an intense white light or a bright white flame. Okay, when heated with chlorine, gives you magnesium chloride, which is a white solid at room temperature. Aluminium is a little complicated. You need to heat it pretty strongly to make the aluminium react with chlorine to produce AlCl3. All right, to make it react with AlCl3. And then it forms a white solid of aluminum chloride. But because you're heating it pretty strongly, what happens is the aluminum chloride, as you studied already in our discussion on chemical bonding, sublimes immediately, and two formula units of AlCl3 will join together to form a covalent molecule of Al2Cl6. It is one of those examples that we worked for dative covalent bonding, so please look it up. Okay, we've discussed in details about the change in structure and bonding when it comes from AlCl3 to Al2Cl6. Now, the silicon, when heated with chlorine in a stream of chlorine, reacts to form SiCl4, which is a colorless liquid. Phosphorus, your syllabus only talks about one chloride, but there are actually two. You pass chlorine over phosphorus. The phosphorus would react spontaneously. It starts burning spontaneously. Okay, so the reaction is pretty quick. It produces two chlorides. One is PCl3, which is a colorless liquid, and PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride or phosphorus 5 chloride, which is an off-white solid. Sulfur again reacts with chlorine to produce a whole bunch of different chlorides. The most stable among them happens to be disulfur dichloride, which is S2Cl2, which is a kind of off-white, pale yellow, foul-smelling liquid. Some textbooks call it an evil-smelling liquid. Okay, yuck, as all sulfur compounds are. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this very short video on these reactions. So please make sure that you practice these equations because you will be asked for the observations and the equations. Yeah, nothing more. Right.